making, babe?
Okay, I am making venison jerky. Now I've already cut up the venison roasts. Just muscle meat, hindquarter muscle meat. I don't know, 1/4 inch thick. It's usually what I do. Got it all cut up, ready to go, and now I'm making the marinade. So this is, like I said, cup of brown sugar, 1.5 tablespoons of black pepper, and this is a sweet and spicy venison jerky. So now I'm doing 1.5 tablespoons of onion powder, tablespoon, yeah, of garlic powder, 1.5 teaspoons of paprika, 2 tablespoons of lemon juice, 1 tablespoon of liquid smoke. It calls for 2, but I'm going to do it in the smoker, so we'll get some smoke from that. So if you're not going to do it in the smoker and just dehydrate her, just do, then you have to do 2 tablespoons of liquid smoke for the 3 pounds of venison. Liquid smoke is fantastic too, by the way. And now Worcester. Need 1/3 cup of that. Be some
Oh, it's coming out pretty quick.
Exercise. A little extra, 1/2 cup of soy. Is this the soy we're using?
Yeah.
1/2 cup of that. And that's it. So what we have is 3/4 cups of brown sugar, 1.5 tablespoons of black pepper, 1.5 tablespoons of onion powder, 1.5 tablespoons of garlic powder, 2 tablespoons of lemon juice, 2 tablespoons of liquid smoke. I only did 1 because I'm smoking it. 1.5 teaspoons of paprika, 1.5 teaspoons of hot pepper sauce. Oh, I didn't do that. I think we're going to try Frank's. I've never used Frank's for this before, but we shall try it too, because spicy is good. You can always add more of that if you want to taste. And then it was 1/3 cup of Worcester sauce and 1/2 cup of soy sauce, and that's to do 3 pounds of meat.
Oh, it smells so good.
It doesn't take long, eh? That mixture is just... Okay, once you got that fully mixed, just add in the venison. Do it a little bit at a time. I'll get in with my hands later too to make sure, because you want it coated on all sides. Might sound a little gross, look a little gross. I get it dirty. Yeah, it's the best recipe we've found, and we've done quite a few different ones over the years. Let this marinate for 24 hours, and then during that 24 hours I'll go through it twice, put it in the fridge, and then mix it like this twice to make sure it all gets. And once in a while you'll see, because it'll change color, and you'll see right away it'll be super red. Like there's a piece there that's super red, and you can see the difference. You want to make sure you don't see any of that red, and that's all covered. You really get to go by washing your hands up.
So Jeff has his jerky marinating in the fridge, and while we were getting meat out, we decided that we were going to do up some ground venison as well. And venison is very lean, so I'm going to add some ground pork that I bought at the grocery store to put some fat in it. So first thing we're going to do is grind up this. And that's 5 pounds of venison that I thawed out and cut up into little pieces. We just have this grinder that we picked up at TSC. No, Princess Auto. It's a Kitchener, and we've used it quite a bit.
Kitchener, I think.
Kitchener.
Is it a Kitchener?
Kitchener. Kitchener. Anyway, it's a Kitchener, and it We've used it a fair bit. It does a pretty good job, so we don't feel like we need to upgrade to anything bigger or better. So I'm gonna get this meat going in here. Okay, that's one. Tried doing a second grind on some. I don't like how coarse it is, but I can take some of this back again and grind it a second time. My ground venison. So throw some into here. And then my ground pork. And then the rest of the my removals. Let's get this all thoroughly mixed together. Okay, that's good. Now I'm going to take a bunch out that I'm just going to bag up for just regular ground. And I think we're going to turn this into patties. So to my ground for patties, I'm just going to add some dried minced onions. Just for some flavor. I'm hoping that someday I'm going to make my own of those. I love Italian seasoning, so it's a good bunch of that. A little bit of garlic powder. Good bunch of that. Salt. Just a tad more. And pepper. I like lots of pepper. Okay. And I think, just for the fun of it, I'm going to add some of this smoldering smoked apple wood, because I think that sounds like it would be quite tasty in here. Not too much. Get this all mixed up and then start forming it into patties. Give that a good mix up. That'll just be ground for spaghetti and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. No salt, no seasoning.
How much you leaving out for your meatloaf?
I don't know, do you want to
don't forget to do
meatloaf if we're doing burgers tonight?
Well, you're doing it for tomorrow, aren't you?
Well, nobody else is doing it tomorrow, apparently.
We'll just do it anyways, and then take a picture, and then do it whenever.
Okay.
Because you've got it.
I'm just going to put them in the freezer this way, and after they're frozen, I'll put them together and package them for later use. So the regular grind, I'm just going to take a ball. Oops. About that big. Stuff it in one of these bags. How much meatloaf do we want? That much? That is going to be saved for meatloaf. So I will just take these balls that I made. close up the bag most of the way. Flatten that out. Get as much of the air out as I can. There, and those are just going to go in the freezer like that. This is perfect done this way, nice and flat. And just in sandwich bags. I don't use as freezer bags for this kind of stuff. And this is just enough for the two of us if I'm making a batch of spaghetti or some chili or whatever. And they thaw super fast when they're this flat. So those are going to get labeled and put in the freezer.
Been a little more than 24 hours, but yeah, it's time to pull the jerky out of here and start laying it out. Like I said, I don't shake anything off. I just let it go, stay on there, all the juices, and see how the colors change. That went from that red meat to this dark.
It almost looks like it's already cooked.
Yeah. It smells like I could just eat some.
Oh, it smells so good. Okay, well this is going to take you a while.
Yeah, so we'll just
Show you what it looks like before we take it in the smoker.
yeah.
There.
Load, these are maple chips.
Homemade.
Homemade maple chips. We have a chipper, yes. It's our propane smoker. And then the last one.
Tray. I can't wait. I just like want to eat this for a snack tonight.
I am just flipping each individual piece.
Where did my pink shoes disappear to? Some of the thinner pieces are done already. So Jeff's just pulling those out.
It sure doesn't amount to much.
Well,
It's delicious,
yeah, but it's
though.
delicious. It's like, it doesn't get any better than this. Oh, that's a big one. That, oh, yum. That's too good. Got that nice smokiness. It's right on
Little
the
bit of
inside
heat.
still, a little bit of heat. Oh, perfect. And how long did it take, Greg?
A couple hours.
2 hours in the smoker?
About, I think got it up to 300.
Yeah. Those are big. Awesome snacks. What a gorgeous day today. Can't believe how nice it is out here. Spring is in the air for sure. So I was out yesterday because it was beautiful like this yesterday too. And I did something a little bit crazy. Well, Jeff said it was crazy, but I went into my garden and I shoveled snow off my garden beds. But yeah, I just kind of felt like I wanted to get a jump start on something. It's too nice to be inside for sure. So I just got a little bit to go over there, and yeah, you can feel it starting to thaw. That sunshine is just melting everything away. It's fantastic. So I'm gonna get this done, and then we'll, I don't know, move on to something else. Hi, Cutter. What's going on, huh? Hello. Hello. What's going on? Yeah, I'm standing in my beds, and the snow is actually higher. Yeah, pretty crazy, huh, Cutter?